So I made $3 million on this multifamily building, and it only took me 1 year to do it. And this is how I did it. So my realtor brought me a multifamily building that was off market. It was a 72-unit complex in a great area. So after doing my underwriting and reviewing the property, I realized that the building was a great opportunity because 1, it was in a good area. 2, the overall condition was really good. It just needed some updates. And 3, the rents were way below market. And because of those reasons, the price was very low. The price was $7.5 million, which was really good for what other properties in that area were going for. And I knew after doing the numbers that once I stabilized the property, renovated, and bring rents to market, I knew that the building would probably be worth around $11.5 million. Because the deal made so much sense, I decided to put in an offer, go through the due diligence process, and close on the deal. Once I closed on the deal, the closing cost for a building like this was around $1.2 million. Once closed, I then proceeded to hire a contractor to do the renovations. Because this was such a big project, I knew that the contractor had to be very reliable to make sure everything ran smoothly. So out of all the contractors I interviewed, I ended up going with the one that was referred to me by the realtor. I'm very happy that I did because the process actually went very smooth with this contractor. So for all the investors out in Ontario, they're probably wondering, how did we get this building vacant to do all the renovations? So we actually didn't have the property vacant. So all we did was ask the seller to have half of one of the buildings vacant on closing. And the reason why we did this was during the due diligence process, we realized that 30 to 40% of the units were already in good condition or renovated. So that means we just had to do the additional 60 to 70% of the units. Once we had 50% of one of the buildings empty, we renovated those units. We asked the tenants in units that we wanted to renovate if they wanted to move to a new unit. Most of them did, even though the new unit was priced more. This is usually the process we take when renovating buildings. We renovate a batch of units and then reach out to the other tenants to see if they want to move into those units. And then now we have a bunch of other units vacant and ready to be renovated. So based on this process, we were able to complete the renovation within 8 to 10 months. So once we had the building renovated, stabilized, and most of the rents brought to market, I was then able to reach back out to my mortgage broker who assisted me on refinancing the building. The process of the refinance for this building wasn't too complicated. We basically did one building at a time, and then the last building, we were able to recoup an additional $3 million, which brought the property value to around $11.5 million. With that additional $3 million, I will then proceed to buy another deal and repeat the process. So this is why I love real estate, because you can buy a property for about $7.5 million, renovate it, stabilize it, and then refinance it, and then make an additional $3 million to repeat the process. And for those of you that want to learn, I do have a private community where I share behind the scenes and basically how I find deals, source deals, the process of renovating and refinancing. I show that all in the private community. The link will be in the description. And always remember, investing in multifamily real estate is not something that you're going to get rich very quickly. It's a process. But why I love this process is you build it once and it will always be there. You build it properly and you'll always have that passive income.